Hello again everyone, Deflect here, Firm But Fair Gaming. Came to bring you some exciting news for Firm But Fair Gaming. We have teamed up with Dio from Diablo 3. He's going to be bringing you tips, tricks, build guides to help you through your Diablo gameplay. We are expanding in the Diablo area and it is very, very exciting. He is currently ranked in the top 20 for solo greater rifts, and he will be bringing out his first build video here. I will still stay on and be bringing lots of Star Wars content for you, all the builds, tips, tricks, money making things I can also provide for you for Star Wars. Now, if you have any questions, please leave them below. Comments, leave them below. And if you could like, share, subscribe, that is greatly, greatly appreciated. Looking to try and get to 500 subscribers, hopefully soon. So I'm going to pass you off to Dio for his first build video.
Hello, this is Dio from Firm But Fair Gaming. So we're going to be bringing to you Diablo 3 today. I am going to go over the Bonespur Necro, or at least the version that I play. So I am 3700 Paragon, and I have been seeing success using the Aughilds rules, that set. So, well, Aughilds Authority have been using that set. I was previously using the Captain Crimson set that I saw on the leaderboards that Eggman and a few other notorious Bonespurs or just Diablo players in general were using this build, so I switched to it and have found it is much more successful. The benefits of this set, of course, is the extra elite damage, where it reduces damage taken by 13, increases damage dealt by 30, and then the 3-piece set, which you get with the Royal Ring of Grandeur, is reduce the damage from elites by 30% and increasing the damage versus elites by 30% as well. So in this build, so what you have to do is you have to drop the bracers. So you have to drop there we go, Morrow Guards. And that is, of course, the Bonespur Sim bracers that give you increased damage. So you got to put those in the queue, pick up the bracers here. Again, you're trying to roll poison, intellect, vitality, and then the crit damage. I obviously did not get a great roll as I have the armor, but I got tired of wasting resources trying to get it, so this is the best one I've been able to get so far. And then you have your choice of, you can either go shoulders, head, or chest. I felt that the easiest piece to replace is shoulders, because you only want int, vit, and then either armor or reduce damage from elites plus sockets. So in this case, I rolled int, vit, armor. I didn't get the reduced damage from elites. I can't remember what stat I had on it, so then I just rolled the sockets, and I was just doing some solos, which is why I have dexterity jumps in here for armor. Additionally, you could roll the helmet, because the helmet's not too bad to get either. You just need crit plus Bonespur and an intellect. I found that was a little bit frustrating. Plus, I already had this helmet for my Crimson set, so the easiest place for me to replace, I just felt, was the chest piece. Shoulders, I did again because I was using Captain Crimson. I had int, vit, cooldown, and area damage. So cooldown, not a huge perk for the Aughilds set, but it's still useful. It gets your sims off CD quicker just in case you happen to lose them, as well as you can blink and use bone armor more often. But again, it doesn't have the same benefit that it would have in the Captain Crimson set, where it gives you increased damage as well. So those were the two pieces that I thought would be best suited to pick up there. Was the chest and bracer, just because it's easy to roll, or easier, I should say. You got to go back to using the bindings for the belt. So I had one of those kicking around, so that wasn't too hard to transition. So that was pretty easy to switch. And then I believe that was the only main difference between the two, is just switching those three items. Well, I guess the pants as well. Sorry, my mistake. And you needed the pants as well. So there's 4 items I had to switch back to pick up. Luckily, I already had them lying around, so then it was just leveling up gems to augment into them to just replace my set to put it back on tier with what I was doing with Captain Crimson. So I was around 3200 Paragon when I made the switch, so I was a late adapter. I noticed a pretty big change right away, more particularly in my group play for doing 150s. Was able to more successfully spawn the boss in 2s, 3s, and the kill time in 3s was much quicker. I was down before it was like 3.5 to 4 minutes. I was down to between 2.5 to 3 minutes killing the Guardian without a pylon. With the pylon, obviously things change and it goes much quicker times. I was in a duos just not too long ago, spawned the boss with the power, and was able to take the Guardian down from 77% to dead in single power usage, so just the 30 seconds there, so 3 rotations, was able to do that. Whereas with the Captain Crimson, that would not have been possible at all. Maybe might have been able to do it from 60%, but even that I'm not overly sure about. Ultimately, like, this is just a great build. It's great for farming. You're not quite as tanky as you are using the Captain Crimson, and that was the biggest adjustment I had to make to my playstyle, is just realizing I couldn't take as many punches. Definitely couldn't blink into the middle of a bunch of groups and just sit there and absorb the punishment like I could with the Captain Crimson. So I had to spend more time floating towards the outside, which is probably what you're supposed to be doing to begin with, but I'm not a professional, so I definitely used to be blinking into the middle. Overall, though, I noted, like, I was able to do a 145 solo with this. I've been playing around with 150 solo. I got one, just not in time. It took me 17.5 minutes, so I just got to farm it out. I know it's possible. I enjoy this build much better than Captain Crimson. It's just so much more enjoyable. You hit the elites so much harder. Crimson was reliable. You could survive much more, but you just didn't have the same punch against elites. You kind of counted more on killing trash to eventually get to the Guardian. And for group play, I just find this so much better. You definitely tank down the elites. In the power usage, as I said, with the Guardian, I was able to take it down from 77% to dead. And then even just in group play, have been able to, you get a 4 or 5 stack of elites, you pop this, and you can decimate elites from 100% to dead just in a single power usage with some trash around. So it's still able to clear trash, still able to drop out elites. So in my opinion, this is definitely the set to go. Crimson is a great set for when you get started. Going along, you don't have quite the Paragon and survivability that you're used to, or that you need to progress through the rifts, but as you get higher Paragon and you have that extra ability to put into Vitality, this is definitely the way to go. I personally, I had around 4,800 Vitality when I was in Crimson. I put in about 1,000 more, and that's just a comfort level. I die occasionally in 150s, but it's usually due to a mishap on my end more than anything else. So just, and like, I had the Paragon that I can afford to splash that extra 1,000 around. That being said, like, I hope you enjoy this quick overview. I highly recommend going this way if you're a high level Paragon. Make the transition probably quicker than I did. You could probably do it around 2,500 to 3,000 rather than waiting for me when like I said, I made the transition around 3,200. Enjoy watching elites melt, and good luck. Happy hunting.